We all benefit when we support people returning home with opportunities like training and mentorship. This story from a Next Chapter alumnus is an amazing example of that. Their journey shows how we all thrive when people can come home to freedom.
I do a lot of meditating, a lot of running. Running makes me feel mentally free because in prison, there's a lot of times where they'll call yard down. And so in the middle of your run, you just have to sit down, and sometimes it can last 2 minutes to 2 hours. And so for me, being able to run when I want, where I want is very liberating. My name is Sumit, and I'm a software engineer at Slack. Growing up, didn't know much about computers. The most I knew how to do was, log into Facebook at that time. So Next Chapter came and they gave a little informal presentation about it while I was inside San Quentin State Prison. The CEO of Slack, Stuart Butterfield, came in. I simply asked him, I said, hey, will you be willing to hire formerly incarcerated people? And immediately he said yes. As soon as they left, people were drilling down on their computers. They were working because this is what gave us hope. When I first came home, finding a job was very difficult. A lot of companies weren't open to hiring people that are coming in with a record. I applied to a little over 83 companies, and I have a spreadsheet of all of them. One approach I took was I was going to be upfront about myself and my past in hopes that they would appreciate my efforts to get to this point. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The companies could not get past my background. There was a sense of relief going into the interview with Slack because I could actually focus on the hard stuff, which was the technical questions. I wasn't worried about them finding my background as an issue. Coding in a way freed me from the barbed wires, the correctional facility that I was at, right? It took me out of prison for those 6-7 hours that I was learning how to code, that I was behind a computer. There's always going to be other things that brings me down, a part of my past that I'm not going to be able to let go, that's always going to be there. But me just accepting who I am now, that's where I feel the most free. Me being who I'm supposed to be, who I'm meant to be, who I'm working hard to be. And I feel like now that gives me a different perspective of what being free means.